In a world overflowing with motion, we are rarely still long enough to meet ourselves. We chase goals, measure progress, collect experiences, yet the quiet question remains, who is the one moving through all this? The ancients answered with three simple words: know thyself. No slogan, no command. A reminder that wisdom begins not in the world around you, but in the world within you. To know yourself is to look without distortion, not through the lens of success or failure, not through the stories told about you, but through the still mirror of awareness itself. When you look deeply, the noise fades. What remains is not judgment, it is clarity. You begin to see the patterns that steer you, the emotions that rise uninvited, the fears disguised as certainty. This is not self-obsession, it is self-understanding. Because what you cannot see rules you, and what you understand releases you. We live behind layers, the one who performs, the one who pleases, the one who hides pain with laughter. These layers are not lies, they are protections. But when we mistake them for our true self, we forget the quiet presence beneath them. Knowing yourself means noticing the masks without hating them. You learn why they were needed, and in that understanding, they begin to fall away. Every layer removed reveals not something new, but something original. Awareness is freedom, not because it changes what happens, but because it changes how you meet what happens. When anger rises and you can see it, you are no longer its prisoner. When doubt appears and you can name it, it loses its authority. To know yourself is to create a space between stimulus and response, a pause wide enough for wisdom to enter. The unexamined life reacts. The examined life chooses. Deep within every person lies a still point. It does not speak in words. It does not compete with noise. It simply waits, a quiet witness to every thought, every storm. When you touch this stillness, you realize you were never lost. You were simply distracted by the surface waves. Meditation, solitude, reflection, these are not escapes, they are returns. Each moment of silence is a doorway back to the real. Know thyself, and you will find that the self you sought was never hiding, only unheard. Self-knowledge is not cold analysis. It ripens into compassion. When you understand your own fears, you stop punishing others for theirs. When you see your own contradictions, you stop demanding perfection from the world. Knowing yourself dissolves judgment. It turns comparison into curiosity. And in that space, love becomes possible, not as an idea, but as a quiet recognition of shared humanity. To know yourself is not a single moment of revelation. It is a practice, like breathing, like learning to see again each day. You will forget, and then remember, and then forget again. Each return deepens the knowing. Each mistake reveals another truth. And through it all, the same message whispers through time. Do not look for answers outside. The questions begin and end within. When you truly know yourself, you stop searching for permission to be. You move through the world not as a role, but as presence. You act not to prove, but to express. You listen not to reply, but to understand. Self-knowledge transforms motion into meaning. It turns existence into life. The eternal hall grows brighter with each realization, and so do you. Know thyself, and all other knowing will follow.